Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Making My Sister Play Dating Sims, or visual novels in general, I guess in this case. I'm Nathan.
I'm Kaylin.
And we're back with another episode of Ace Academy.
It's been a very long time since we played this.
It's been a very long time since we played this.
But I remember what happened last because I've actually played this game without you, maybe.
Traitor. Alright, so we are apparently about ready to make our way towards the cafe to meet with our account manager from Dashu.
Yeah.
I tried to anticipate what kind of questions he'll ask about Eagle so I can have answers ready. Yuuna said this wasn't an interview, but I still want to make a good impression. Sorry, tea. As I entered the cafe, I sweep my gaze across the room and spot a man wearing a Dashu jacket. That must be him.
That would probably be a good indicator, yeah.
After ordering a cup of coffee, I walk over to read him. Liquid Courage.
Liquid Courage coffee.
Hello. The man faces me, and I'm surprised by how young he looks. He only seems to be a couple of years older than us.
A young professional.
I'm Arthur, the pilot of Eagle for Eagle from Ace 2049-11.
Oh yeah, that was their team name.
He smiles and gestures to the seat across from him. I accept the seat.
Thanks for meeting me on such short notice. As I'm sure you know, I'm Yuri Ariev, your account manager with Dashu.
Alright, Russian. The waitress places our drinks on the table. He takes a sip from his drink and seems pleasantly surprised. It must be some good coffee.
I'm not going to put you on the spot, but I am curious about a few things.
Uh-huh.
About Eagle?
Eagle?
He looks genuinely confused. I guess my intel was incorrect.
No, about Hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive? That was the team I played for at CINY. Looks like Yuri did his homework on me.
Sure, ask away. Someone wants the inside scoop. I'm still under their NDA. Sure, ask away.
I'll try to answer the best I can. He smiles.
I am more interested about the team and sponsorship dynamics in the West. I've researched that companies have official teams in the school rather than just sponsoring a different team from time to time.
I nod. That's right.
Hyperdrive is an S-ranked division team at CINY. That's quite the accomplishment. I can see why you transferred into Ace with a history like that.
Ho ho, fancy team.
Mm-hmm.
Hard work paid off. I'm a natural. I was just their primary backup. Hard work paid off.
Thank you. I practiced a lot and studied to make sure my application was strong from both sides. Yuri seems pleased by my answer.
What were your teammates like?
Hyperdrive had about 20 pilots on the team. I don't know all of them well, but I made a few friends. Yuri takes another sip from his coffee.
Yes, do enjoy your coffee, sir.
Ah, yes. I've heard the official company teams tend to recruit purely from an efficiency and winning standpoint. There's even internal competition within the team to see who are the strongest pilots.
I nod.
Which means your solo rank must have been strong if you were the primary backup after the starting four.
Yeah, although I can't say everyone was pleased with a first year being a primary backup. Yuri chuckles.
I take it the more senior members of the team weren't pleased.
Yep. Because of that, most of the people I considered to be close were other first years, but some of the seniors who were already on the starting lineup would help me train.
Sounds like there was a very split dynamic among the team, which is not surprising given how large it is. It's hard to foster close camaraderie when everyone competes for the same spots.
Yeah, that's a pretty big group in general to try and be close with everyone.
Yeah. There were definitely a lot of cliques that formed within the group. I tried to stay away from any drama and was just focused on bringing up my rank.
How well do you think that model works compared to the model here?
I pause. The pressures are different, but I do believe smaller teams make more efficient teams. You're more invested in your personal training and development, not because there's a looming pressure that someone is just a number away from replacing you, but because you're an important member of your team.
Everyone's got to pull their weight.
And of course, you end up fostering closer relationships with your teammates. But the whole sponsorship process here is incredibly imbalanced. Yuri nods understandingly. Honestly, I'm grateful you agreed to sponsor us. We were rejected a few times before and Yuuna was really disappointed by how unwilling most companies were to consider us.
Oh, right, yeah, people were like, oh, you're only rank 20-something?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Your team at Ace is a little unique. Even though you guys are an S-rank division team, because you're a new team with no history of performance, you're also considered high risk.
Gotcha.
High risk?
Yeah, it's hard to gauge whether your team is a strong up-and-comer or if your entry into this division was a fluke. Most companies don't like that uncertainty.
If that's the case, how come you decided to take that risk? He grins.
I know good talent when I see it. If I had been too afraid to take risks, I never would have landed Yudai. When I signed him on, he was a new pilot, but already showed so much potential.
He looks wistful.
What happened to him was tragic.
But
The least I could do is to help his sister, especially after seeing how his death affected her.
wait, what happened?
You don't know?
He falters.
You should probably talk to Yuuna.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable silence settles while we both sip at our drinks. Once he downs the last of his coffee, he checks his phone and smiles politely.
I have to run to another meeting. Thanks again for stopping in to chat with me, and I'm sure we'll see each other soon.
Thanks. It was nice to meet you. I say my goodbye and take another sip of my drink as I watch him leave. What happened to Yuna's brother? How come she never mentioned him to me? Questions race through my mind, but I clear them away as I finish my drink. I shouldn't drive myself crazy thinking about questions I don't have the answers to. The next time I see Yuuna, I'll ask. In the meantime, I still have time before I should go home. What should I do to clear my mind?
Kaori, Valerie, Yuuna. Yuuna, of course. I'm still
No.
going after her.
I dial Yuna's number. I like how in this game, they make it so direct.
Yeah, it's just like, who do you want to spend time with?
Hi Yuuna, what you up to this evening?
I'm in the small auditorium in the drama center.
Oh, is there a play?
Not quite. I'm attending a class run by the improv club. You should come.
Oh boy, improv.
Okay, maybe. No. Improv is fun. It's
Improv
good.
could be fun.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it, but it could be fun.
Yeah.
Unless you want, the worst dirty jokes you've ever heard, then
I mean,
your man.
that's a lot of improv, to be honest.
That sounds like fun. I'll be right there.
Great. See you soon.
Improv.
As soon as we hang up the phone, I head to the drama center.
Which looks suspiciously like the classroom.
When I arrive, I spot Yuuna sitting toward the right of the room. As I head over, I run straight into someone.
Oops.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Wait a minute. Hey, I know you.
Hmm?
Aren't you the instructor for the cooking club? You teach improv too?
He's a man of many talents, you know?
He laughs.
No, that's my twin brother.
Oh, we got an Officer
It's
Jenny
not.
Nurse Joy thing going on.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, have a seat. We are about to get started.
I'm pretty sure every single teacher in here is your twin brother.
We have all the teachers are voiced by the same person.
He marches to the front of the room while I sit beside Yuuna. She smiles in acknowledgement. The auditorium has about 30 people. Although I'd never considered improv before, I suppose it's something a lot of people are interested in.
Welcome to Improv! For those of us new to this group, improv is live acting. Everything is made up in the moment. Plot, character, dialogue, everything. Every performance is unique and cannot be recreated in exactly the same way.
Unless you recorded it and played it back and then tried to actually get
But then it
everything
wouldn't
out.
be improv.
Then it's not improv.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone partner up. We're going to have each team perform a skit.
Yuuna and I nod at each other.
It doesn't matter if you're a newbie to improv or a veteran. The most important thing to remember is to go with the flow. Your partner might throw something completely wild at you, but that's okay. That's what makes improv fun. You'll have a choice of scenarios on stage for each pair to choose from. Once the scene has been set, then the only rule is to do whatever comes to mind. So, any volunteers?
Me!
I raise my hand. We volunteer as tribute. Yuuna is startled, but doesn't object.
Wonderful. Come on up then.
Are you ready? She seems nervous, but nods.
As ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
This is why we came to improv.
Yep.
Together we head on stage.
You'll find the scenario options on the table over there. Once you've decided, read the scenario out loud for the rest of the class.
We walk over to the table in the corner of the stage.
Which one do you want to do?
I read the descriptions.
You're at the beach, but you've been gender swapped. You must declare your dying confession in the arms of your love.
Wow, both of these could end
Yep.
horrendously.
Oh gosh. I'm trying to remember which one I picked last time I played this, so I can get a new experience. And okay, let's do this one. You're at the beach, but we've gender swapped.
Gender swap beach scene. So I have to play a girl and you have to play a guy.
Yep.
It might be fun playing Yuuna. Let's do this one. She raises her eyebrow but doesn't disagree.
If you like.
After we select our description, I read it out loud to the class. The instructor then gives us a signal to begin. Yuuna squares her shoulders and swaggers exaggeratedly onto the stage.
I love the beach and doing manly things like, swimming. Too bad my friend isn't here with me so we can swim together.
I feel like that scene from Mulan where she's walking through the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yep.
slap him.
Shoulders back. And walk.
And strut, I think is what he says. Yeah.
Yuuna looks pointedly in my direction, indicating for me to join her on our skit. I pretend to be shy and pitch my voice high. Tee, just a minute. There's a prop bin in the corner of the stage. I rummage through the bin, hoping to find something to use. Aha! I grab 2 balloons and stuff them underneath my blazer. A chorus of laughter reverberates in the room, but Yuna's face is one of
Chagrin.
chagrin. Sorry I'm late. I was getting ready. Yuuna gets back into character. Instead of just talking, she just stares very obviously at my balloons.
That's not what I look like. Is it?
Well, I cover my chest with an arm.
Like, oh my gosh, don't stare.
Stop being a pervert. Yuuna pretends to balk.
No, that's not it. I was just admiring your swimsuit.
I pout and continue to cover my chest.
Anyway, why don't we go swimming?
I suppose if you want to, we can.
Race you there.
She runs across the stage and mimes diving into the ocean. I follow slowly behind her, pretend to wade carefully into the shallow water. Oh no! As soon as I touched the water, my top fell off. I hold the balloons close to my chest, but let my blazer fall to the ground, mimicking losing a bikini top. Yuna's mouth drops open in shock. I turn my back to Yuuna, but not before I see her bright red cheeks. Don't look at me! I peek at her out of the corner of my eyes. Her shocked expression suddenly melts into a cheeky smile.
Oh no! For some inexplicable reason, my nose has started bleeding.
Oh, we just went with an anime trope.
Yep.
Hey, that's not what happened. Yuuna grins, and this time it's my cheeks which turned red. The audience has not stopped laughing since my balloon incident and didn't even notice my break in character. Oh,
He's
right.
referring to the beach scene.
Because that actually happened.
Yeah.
Student professor claps his hands.
Great job, you two. Have either of you done improv before?
We shake our heads.
You're a natural.
Really?
Yes, that was hilarious. You two have great chemistry together. You make an awesome team.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yuuna glows with excitement as we return to our seats.
We rocked it. Thanks for coming and joining
You
me.
got a heart.
I got a heart.
No problem. That was a lot more fun than I expected it to be.
All right, I swapped out the scenarios on the table so we don't get any repeats. So who's next?
Yuuna and I watched the other teams perform their skits to the amusement of us all. By the time everyone had finished, my sides hurt from laughing so hard. As I enter the house, I hear soft giggles coming from the living room. A tuft of blonde hair peeks over the couch. Another wave of giggles floats from the couch, but cease abruptly as I step closer. Nikki hangs up the phone and turns around to greet me.
Oh, on the phone with someone, were we?
Hi, big bro.
I plop down next to her. Who was that guy? Her eyes grow wide.
How did you know it was a guy?
Who else could it be? You just told me. Just stare at her. You did just...
You did just tell us.
Yep.
I didn't, but I do now. She pouts.
That's tricky.
Yes, we are. So, who was it?
No one.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't like the sound. Doesn't sound like no one.
He's just a classmate.
Uh-huh.
A cute classmate. I reach around and grab Nikki's phone while she's distracted.
No, give it back!
She screams in my ear as she leaps over me, reaching towards her phone. I fend her off and keep the phone away from her grasping hands. As she continues to struggle, I worm my way off from the couch and flip through her call list before she can scramble to her feet. Last dialed number is to a Ken. What kind of weird Japanese name is Ken?
It means sword. That's pretty awesome.
Nikki snatches the phone right as I speak, then pummels my chest with her fists.
Oh my god, you are such a jerk.
Is he even a real person?
Of course he is.
But his name is Ken.
You're the worst.
She hits me hard one last time before turning on her heel and storming upstairs. When she's halfway to the top, she pauses.
And by the way, Ken means strong in Japanese.
Nikki stomps into her room and slams the door. Oh, yeah. Oops. Still. Ken. I hear laughter. Is that me? Did I just laugh out loud? Kaito is leaning against the doorway behind me, a broad smile on his face. I jump when I see him. First Akira and now Kaito. How is everyone always sneaking up on me?
That's good. Ken is a funny name. It's like Yen.
He continues laughing at his joke, then gradually calms down.
I know Kaito's our uncle, but the dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does your face look like that?
Like what? I always look like this.
No, like this.
He mimics a look of cringing and disbelief. I don't... What? I should go do my homework.
Good idea. Get smart.
Get smart.
I slowly head towards the stairs, still unsure about what just happened.
You know.
As I walk up the steps, I can still hear the faint chuckles from Kaito at the echoes of Kenyen.
Kenyan.
Since I was already in my room, I caught up on studying until it was time for sleep.
Sleep. Sleep time.
I wake up energized and throw off the blankets. Today's our match against Onna-Bugeisha, and I'm looking forward to it. I run through my morning routine, thinking up strategies in my head, then try to refocus as I finish my breakfast. I still have a class to attend before my match. I grab my bag and hop on my bike. There is an unexpectedly heavy amount of traffic this morning, and I rush into class right on time.
Better than being late.
I was a little too close for comfort. As I settle into my seat, the professor clears his throat, beginning the lesson.
Good morning, class.
Uh-huh, it's the
For
guy's
today's
twin.
lesson,
Yep.
we will discuss the differences between energy and kinetic weapons.
Sounds interesting.
Let's first review the two defensive mechanisms of a gear, the shield and hull.
Oh, that one doesn't have a voice. The hull is the physical gear.
The shield is a virtually invisible barrier generated by using the core's energy. The strength of the shield varies greatly depending on the core, shield generator, and power allocation settings. Energy and kinetic weapons are meant to target opposite defenses. Energy-based arsenals are effective against shields as they quickly drain shield energy, but because of that, they are weak at penetrating the hull. Alternatively, kinetic weaponry is designed to puncture the armor, but they are weak against shields as the kinetic energy gets dispersed over a large surface area, the entire shield. For the purpose of war games and recreational use, only energy weapons are permitted. A gear is considered destroyed when it is depowered. Of course, outside of recreational combat, this rule does not apply.
Makes sense.
The student raises his hand.
What about hybrid weapons?
It's quite the voice.
Ah, yes. Hybrid weapons are able to equally damage both the shield and hull. However, their damage strength is not as effective as a singular purpose weapon.
Student nods in acknowledgement.
Please turn to page 233 and let's take a look at the different types of energy weapons.
I flip to the page the professor mentioned and continue listening to the lesson.
Bum-ba-dum.
That's all for today. Please make sure you have all completed your WebLink assignments for next class.
Pack my things and head to the hangar to meet with my team. Our match is scheduled earlier than usual and we need to rethink our strategy. The plans we discussed had all revolved around our match against Strike X, but now that they're disqualified, we'll have to come up with new ones against our new opponent.
Different team, different strategy.
I enter the hangar and look for Aura. When I arrive, everyone's already there. Show waves.
Broseph?
Bro.
Hey!
Hi.
Cowrie greets me with a nod.
Good. We're all here. Let's head to the pre-combat room and start planning out strategies.
Hey.
May.
It's May.
We collectively turn at the sound of May's voice. She waves and beams at us as she runs closer.
What are you doing here, May?
Cowrie sounds less than amused.
I wanted to wish you all good luck. I'm so excited for our match.
Me too.
Mayu smiles and nods.
Let's give it our best. Who needs luck when you're this good? Stay quiet. Let's give it our best.
Good luck to you guys too. We won't hold back. May smiles.
We won't either.
As quickly as she arrived, she's gone in a flash.
She's so nice. I'm totally feeding off of her enthusiasm. I'm getting a better vibe off of this match too than the one off of Strike X.
A better vibe, huh?
No!
Sho blinks at Cowrie's outburst.
No?
She's just putting on an act. She was trying to psych us out. Don't fall for it.
She's brutal.
I don't
Yeah.
think that was her goal.
You guys don't know her like I do. You can't trust her. Especially when she's acting all friendly like that.
Oh.
Cowrie's been acting strange. More so than usual when May is involved.
More than usually
Anyways.
strange.
Let's go strategize while we have some time.
She doesn't wait for us to answer and begins power walking towards the pre-combat rooms.
Hey, wait for us!
We jog to catch up and follow her. After a quick change into our pilot suits, we meet at the holodesk.
I want a holodesk.
Me too. Cowrie sets up the match. A few minutes later, the holodesk projects the arena and the gears involved in the fight.
Alright, so what's the deal?
Onna-Bugeisha is a melee-only team. It will be important to pay attention to our positioning and maintain a safe distance.
She kind of struggled over that name.
We've had close combat teams in the past. Claw of the Wild comes to mind from a few weeks ago. Mayu is focused on the holodesk and takes a serious tone.
Claw of the Wild was a melee-centric team, but their gears were knitted to perform a hybrid role. Based on Onna-Bugeisha's data, their gears are all custom-tailored for high bursts of speed and close combat engagements.
I'd like to point out the voice acting said knitted. And the text says kitted.
Yep.
We would benefit greatly from keeping a distance. If we play defensively, it will force them to chase us, and we can wear them down before going on the offense.
What do you think, Broseph?
Agree, your range is key. Let's go for a Super Smash Melee Brawl!
Range is
Probably
good
a
plan,
better idea.
But I've played that game before. Kiting your opponents. And
Yeah.
then you find out that, we can't outrun these guys.
Yeah. You're just like, circle, and fire.
Doesn't work, trust me. Been there, tried that. If they have no ranged weaponry, we should do as much damage from afar as we can. Whittling them down before fully engaging will give us an advantage.
Sounds good to me.
Mayu and Cowrie both nod. Okay, well, we can go all range. We can all go range, but Aura can't. Team looks at Cowrie.
I'll engage May head on and keep her out of the fight.
That kind of goes against our plan. To my surprise, Cowrie grits her teeth and bites back a retort. She studies the holodesk for a little too, then sighs.
I guess I don't have much of a choice. I'll hang back with you guys and intercept if one of the enemy gears manages to break through.
Pardon the giggles in the background.
Oh, kids.
Yep.
They're the best. Mayu nods.
I think that would be best.
Okay, let's recap. We'll play it from a distance and keep baiting their team. Since Mayu is our best shot, we'll keep her well protected and follow her lead.
Kaori looks right at me. She finally looks more focused than I've ever seen her all week.
You and Sho can play aggressively if we take the lead. I will intercept whoever reaches Mayu, if they even manage to. Got it?
We all nod. The tension is palpable. Even though Kaori is always serious, her tone is more aggressive than usual.
We have a rare opportunity to really boost our MMR, and we can't throw this chance away. There's absolutely no way we can lose to Mei.
Okay.
That almost sounded like a threat. I nod a little uneasily and glance at Sho and Mayu, whose faces mirror my thoughts.
She's very intense about this.
Kaori turns back to the holodesk and uploads our plans as we wait in silence. A loud beep announces the match. I mutter under my breath. Saved by the beep. Sho and Mayu seem equally relieved.
Just make sure you guys stay focused.
Of course.
Sho forces enthusiasm into his voice, attempting to raise our morale. Kaori ignores him and Sho deflates.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Can't be cheery when she's around.
Nope.
We enter the arena from one side while Onna-Bugeisha enters from the other. That'd be kind of obvious for a match, you know?
It's kind of...
Of course we are! Let's get ready to rumble! Crowd erupts into a loud cheer.
Good, because we have an amazing one lined up for you. Onna-Bugeisha versus 8-20-49-11!
We really have to come up with the catchier team name.
Yep. Pink and blue.
Yeah.
Everyone's comms are open as we await the sound off. May's team get into position and wait with relaxed confidence.
They look so much more color coordinated and like put together than our team.
Yep. Listen to our American gear.
Yep.
As we get into formation, the tension I felt from before intensifies. This no longer feels as friendly of a match as I thought it'd be. Soon as the sound off blares, May's team dashes straight towards us. A faint shimmer surrounding their gears reveals a hefty frontal shield.
Mayu!
On it!
Mayu raises her gun and takes aim while the three of us position to protect her. A heavy round flies into one of the gears in the distance. Although the shot connects, it disperses into a hexagon of shimmers.
What?
They're shields! They're tailored to deal with rail rounds. I need the shield to be weakened so that my shot can penetrate and force an immediate to power.
Affirmative. I'll stay back and protect. You two go aggressive and focus on knocking out their shield.
Good plan. Let's go.
Roger that. Switching to EMP rounds now.
Yum. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew.
Sho and I boost forward, spraying a hail of energy rounds. The enemy team takes evasive maneuvers. May breaks away while other three continue racing towards Mayu.
Oh boy.
Closest enemy gear takes the brunt of the damage, and its front barrier drops. Mayu takes advantage of the vulnerability and aims a shot at the gear, instantly depowering it.
Nice. One down.
I have two of them approaching me. Cowdy? Cowdy!
Aura has already left her position and sprints towards May.
What are you doing? You have to protect Mayu.
I am! I'm taking out Mei so she can't attack.
That wasn't part of the plan.
Wasn't the plan!
You two cover her.
We're not in position to. She's already engaged. Let's go.
Sho and I boost back to Mayu, but it's too late.
I've been depowered.
Her voice is lethally calm. This can't be good. The two enemy gears shift to Sho and I.
2 on 2, but not much distance. Play this out carefully.
For once, Sho is serious.
Whoa, that's when you know it's serious.
When Sho ain't joking, this is bad.
Yeah.
The gears split their focus and one of them charges towards me while the other boosts towards Sho. I boost away and take aim.
There.
My aim is true and a blast of energy rounds collides with her gear. She stumbles back from the hit while I create more distance between us. Before she can strike again, I move away to create more distance between us.
That sounds very repetitive of what just happened.
I raise my guns for another shot.
Fire.
She tries dodge, but it's too slow, and my shots pellet her shield. She's pushed back from the force of the blow, but once she gets her bearing, she boosts right back towards me. As she approaches me, I boost away and weave around the arena, forcing her to chase me. I steady my aim.
Fire.
And bullseye.
Nice.
She's too slow to dodge, and my shot strikes right through her shield. Her gear can't support the hit, and she's depowered. I look over at Sho just in time to see an enemy gear strike.
Uh-oh.
Watch out! I boost closer and shoot again. The round connects with the gear, just as her attack connects with Sho. Sho blocks just a second too late, and he's depowered. But because she wasn't expecting my attack, she let herself vulnerable.
She let herself vulnerable.
And is also
Oh,
depowered.
left herself vulnerable.
Left herself.
There we go.
See? Can't read. I can't read English. I can't read Japanese.
Just can't read.
Alright. Anyway.
It was also
continue.
devoured, yeah. Yep.
Also devoured. Mei is the only remaining enemy gear.
One more gear and the match is ours.
We got this.
On it. Boost towards Kaori and Mei, who are locked in a duel. Aura strikes with vigor, but is parried. Mei retaliates with a wide swing, which Kaori barely manages to block. I'm here!
Don't interfere!
Huh?
What?
What do you mean, don't interfere?
Let me handle this!
Cowdy! This isn't a simulation. It's a real match.
Yeah, what you're saying.
May is going down in a one-on-one. She won't have any excuses this way!
This is a team match. You can't put a win in jeopardy because you want to make this personal.
What should I do?
Don't interfere or engage May.
Gun her down.
Yeah, we're gonna get her while she's distracted, man.
Eagle bursts into action.
What are you doing?
I'm not just gonna sit here and let her take me out.
Parry.
Anticipating her swing, I sidestep using my thrusters and counterattack with my own blade. With no shield activated on her back arc, my swing completely depowers her gear.
Nice one.
Sho's the only one to speak.
Guys?
I don't think anyone else is excited.
Mayu and Kaori are both silent. Aura sheaths her blade and exits the arena.
8, 20, 49, 11 are the winners! Congratulations!
Woo! We did it! The crowd roars to life, but their excitement doesn't penetrate the friction clouding our team.
I hate to rush our competing teams, but we have another match in just a few minutes. Please clear the arena.
Mayu's team heads back to their pre-combat room as we head to ours.
And I wanted to give us time to finish this match, but we are out of time.
We are out of time.
So it's time for us to head to the pre-combat room, which means just, life.
Calling it a day.
Yeah.
Well, thanks
Until
everyone.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.